besties to the FanTEAsy podcast, where two besties spill all the delicious tea on the books we read. I'm Callie, and my bestie is obviously Montana.
We are super excited for this episode. We will be interviewing the owner of the shop Bookish Dreamers and our bestie Allie. And oh my gosh, guys, we are just obsessed with Allie. We are obsessed with Bookish Dreamers. We are so excited to chat with her and learn more about the origins of her shop. So before we jump in, Callie, what era are you in?
Ooh, today I'm in like a 1989 era today,
Love
I think.
that for you.
Yes, I am. What era are you in?
Honestly, I'm feeling Reputation because
Yes.
the hair, the sweatshirt, just the all red, black and white look right now. I'm like, yeah, I feel like this is my rep era.
Which, it's funny that you say that now because I'm like 1989 blue.
1999, yeah. Even the font and everything, I just feel like that flows with that album.
Mm-hmm.
We love.
These are good eras, and I'm excited to see what Allie's in. But yeah, without further ado, welcome Allie.
All right, friends. Well, we are here with our bestie Allie, who is the owner of the shop Bookish Dreamers. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
No, anytime. So a tradition that we do every podcast episode is we ask what Taylor Swift era we're putting our mood, our day, whatever we are feeling that day. So what Taylor Swift era are you in today?
I feel like I want to hear your guys' guesses before I say the answer, because I have a feeling you guys will guess right. So give me your guesses.
Oh, I feel pressured now.
Yeah. No, I'm like, okay, knowing what I know about your day so far, maybe we're in Reputation, but then also
I was going to guess Reputation, but also Lover.
But I was going into fall vibes, like Folklore or Evermore. I don't know.
Oh, I love that. You guys were correct with Reputation, and I had a feeling you guys would guess that, so I was like, I'm just going to let this happen. To be honest, I'm always in my Reputation era.
Same.
The more I'm in it, the more maybe TV will come out, so let's just keep manifesting it.
Put it out in the world. We need it right now.
It's so cruel that she's making us wait this long for it, and we're clowning every single time. It's fine.
Every time I'm like, okay, this is it.
Yeah.
She winked at us. That means it's Rep TV.
I should have wore a clown mask to this interview, to be honest.
Oh, definitely.
Start off with guess the era I'm in. Oh, she's a clown. It's Reputation. For sure.
It's true, but it's okay. She can continue to do that to us. It's just like what Sarah does to us all the time. She's like, oh, happy spring.
Yeah.
POV entering the spring court, and you're like,
Elaine?
Sarah?
Say more. Finish your sentence.
Oh, man. Yep. Yeah. The life of being a fangirl.
Yeah, so we're so excited
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am 28 years old, which I don't feel like it. I feel like I'm 20. I wish I was still 20, to be honest. Packaging orders the other day, I was like, I feel like after you hit 25, your body just starts shutting down. It's like, why?
I felt
Anyways, so I'm 28. I live in Florida. Go hot weather, yay. I am a huge sports fan, so if I'm not reading, I am watching sports, specifically Boston, so Red Sox, Bruins, Celtics, and then curveball for football, I'm a Packers fan. And yeah, so basically all you need to know about me is I am bookish and sporty. That's my vibe.
I love.
We love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could jive with that. I watch Husker volleyball and read. And that's it. That's all you need to
Ooh,
know. Husker
volleyball.
football, not it. And we don't have pro, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
I forget about that. Yeah, what do you do if you don't have like a pro sport? Are you more college then?
Yeah, definitely everything is Husker football is like, if you don't like Husker football, you're like an outcast. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Or
I like that though. I feel like that's more of a college, like found family type town of like everyone is like the same sports fan, you know?
yeah,
I
our
like
football games and volleyball games are like record-breaking sellouts every week. So it's a big
Wow.
deal. But our closest pro team is the Chiefs, so a lot of people cheer for them too.
Oh,
Go Taylor's boyfriend.
okay. Yeah, right. Go sports, go Taylor.
I'm like, I don't even like any of my local teams.
Yeah, no. Well, having moved too is,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I didn't really like local teams in Colorado either, though. I'm kind of all over the place.
I mean, you can totally be a Boston fan. We have room. So,
I like Boston, but I still gotta pick Chicago.
okay, well, I mean, my mom's from Chicago, so
Right.
I can support the Cubs, but I cannot support the Bears. So, that's
I
going to
don't no. I go Blackhawks. That's my Chicago team.
Okay.
Like the Bulls.
Okay, there we go. All right. We can agree on that. There's no rivalry here.
And
I
fun
used to
fact,
really watch. Yeah, go. Sorry.
Oh, fun fact. The town that Allie's mom is from or grew up in, I lived there for a while, so it's like we have this weird crossover.
Oh my god. I'm still blown away by that. My mom actually brings it up occasionally.
Does she?
Because it's so random. Like,
Algonquin.
yeah, it's such like a small town or like community that like, what are the odds, you know?
Right?
Crazy.
But it's the weirdest name town
so
too.
Funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, it's fine.
Hopefully, I'm not going to step on
What were you gonna
toes,
say?
but Mavericks fan. When I used to watch NBA, that was my team, Dallas Mavs, and now I don't watch a whole lot anymore. But like way back in the day, Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Terry, that was my team.
I will say Dallas is one city of sports that I'm a little, I think it's because of the Cowboys. The Cowboys just set me off.
Do not.
Yeah, okay, good, great. But anytime I think of Dallas, I'm like, oh, the Cowboys.
The stupid.
So sorry for any Cowboys fans watching this, but
That's how I feel about the Stars. It's fine.
okay, love that for us. We're just Dallas haters.
Ever since they took Tyler Sagan, I was like, nope, I hate you.
This is so unserious, by the way. We're not passionate Dallas haters.
Yeah. It's casual, believe me.
Yeah.
I can't say that. My husband's name is Dallas, so I have to be like, yay!
Like, we're talking about the sports, okay?
Just the town itself is fine.
babe.
Yes. So, Allie, tell us a little bit about how you got the inspiration for Bookish Dreamers and kind of how you got started.
Okay, so shout out Hallie to the Common Room Shop because she is who inspired me to start Bookish Dreamers. So a little fun fact, I had owned a charcuterie business before Bookish Dreamers. And I think I had owned it for like 3 or 4 months before I found out that I liked doing it for fun, but I didn't like doing it as a career. And I remember even making charcuterie tables for people. I was like thinking of just like random ideas for like shop, like Bookish shop merch. And I was hesitant about like canceling my charcuterie business because I was like, I don't want to be like a failure or anything, and kind of went through a stage of just like depression of not really knowing what to do. And then eventually I was like, why am I putting myself through this? Like, no one's going to think anything differently of me. So I shut down the charcuterie business and opened up my bookish shop kind of like right away. And since then, it's on, like, I know that this is my calling. Like, it just took me a bit to like experiment and find my passion. But like, I wake up every single morning excited to do stuff for the shop. The name came from, it's kind of silly because I feel like it's so simple. Basically, I wanted it to like somewhat fit in with my Bookstagram username, which is Dreamer with a Book. I was like, how can I make that like shop like? And I was like, Bookish Dreamers. And that's it. So it's super simple.
Cute.
Yeah, exactly. And that's my vibe. So yeah.
It does.
I love that
very
story.
much so match your vibe.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm happy to hear it.
So you have created so many amazing things. This might be a hard question, but what are some of your favorite fandoms that you've created for?
Okay, so I love this. It is really hard though, because I feel like I fixate on things and then like I'll come back to them later on, but like I kind of like fixate on certain fandoms at certain times. So what I'll say is right now I'm currently fixated again on Devil's Night. Spooky season is coming. It's the perfect season for it. And also it's like one of my top series of all time. And I feel like for that fandom, I've always had, since I started reading the books, a vivid picture of what I wanted for shop merch for it. And I work with the most talented, just like amazing artist and friend that is, I would say, my Devil's Night creator, because her and I are like one and the same when it comes to like our ideas and vision. So that's one fandom. And then the other one I wanted to say is Throne of Glass, because I cannot just like sit here and not mention Throne of Glass. Like,
You definitely can. Because
Our beauty.
I know, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like I had to have one like Sarah J. Maas. So I would say, yeah. And then with Throne of Glass, because I feel like SJM, like it's easy to just branch all of them into one, like ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, and Crescent City, but specifically for me, Throne of Glass, just because I connect with that story so much more. And I just like love the aesthetic of Throne of Glass. I feel like it's more my aesthetic than ACOTAR recently, I should say, because I started out more ACOTAR with like obviously being a dreamer and just like kind of like Ravenclaw Night Starry vibes. But now I've kind of been more into like woodsy and just like, oh my gosh, Aelin Galathinius.
Like Terrasen.
girl, fire
Aelin coded.
my own heart. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so. And I
Which
feel
one
like
did you read first?
ACOTAR, which the Found Family in all of them is great, but like specifically Throne of Glass, it just hits so different. Like, oh my god, now I just want to reread them. Oh,
We both started with ACOTAR first, and then Montana obviously has finished Throne of Glass, but I'm on Queen of Shadows, and I mean it's taking a minute, but like, and I feel like it's always like whenever the book that you're in is obviously what you're like hyper fixated on and obsessed with, but I do. Aside from like Nesta and Cassian and Silver Flames, I'm like so gravitated to so many characters in Throne of Glass, more so like as a whole than I was ACOTAR. Like the ACOTAR family is so great, but I'm like Throne of Glass, so I feel you and I love that. But if you had to pick like one specific thing, and it could be anything that you've created, what is your absolute favorite from your shop? Hard question.
okay. Again, I feel like this is going to go into like my fixation obsession. But I literally just released these yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. The baby tanks are heavenly. Like, and I'm like, I want to put every single design on it, but like I had to control myself because it would be super overwhelming. But I want to like specify for that the Horseman Masks one is like I love. Definitely my favorite right now, along with the pajama sets. I feel like everything that's like sort of being introduced to the shop now has become my favorite because it's been things that I've wanted for the longest time in my shop, but just now found a provider that could like print them and provide them. Like for the pajama sets, another fun fact about me is that if you are ever in a hotel room or like on a vacation with me, you will notice that that's my dog barking at the delivery driver in the background. You'll notice that I only wear matching pajama sets. So everyone always points out to me like, you should have that in your shop somehow. And I'm like, I know, but I could never find a provider until Victoria, shout out her, we love her. Yes, she had recommended a supplier for me, and that was like a match made in heaven because now I have my Allie matching pajama sets so coded for me, and then my baby tanks that are amazing for this Florida weather and just in general, I love them. And they're kind of like trending right now, baby tanks, I've realized.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Big time trending.
I couldn't choose one, guys. I'm sorry. I had to go with 2 different ones.
So this is like not in our questions whatsoever, but the Positively Fae shirts.
Yeah.
The moment you released those and you put that line from the book right there, I was like, I didn't know that I loved this line and needed this in my life so much until you made it.
Yes.
And now my shirt is on the way and I cannot wait. So I'm like, yes, I just want to be Positively Fae all the time.
And so crazy about that, I had just also released onesies. And a friend who just read ACOTAR, who is pregnant, she had mentioned to me, she was like, you should put that Positively Fae on a onesie because it kind of is like, you know, it's Positively Fae, like the baby's Positively Fae. Or like for like a gender reveal type thing, you could like get like either a blue one or a pink one or a yellow one and just kind of like have that be like sort of like part of it per se. I don't know, she had like mentioned all these fun things and I was like, oh my god, I love that. But yeah, I mean, such an underrated line, especially from Lucian too, you know, like
We love Lucian.
Yeah, we do.
No. We don't
So
accept
great.
here. We love him.
So what is something you hope to bring to your shop eventually? I mean, you just added so many fun new things, but I know your mind is always going.
Oh yeah, and I as soon as you asked that, my brain was like, all right, here we go, because I've been wanting to talk about this. So there have been a couple of shops that have done this, and I need to figure out where they're getting this from because it's something that I have wanted to bring to my shop since I created my shop. Because another fun fact, I started off as more of like a boutique, so it was basically like clothes that were you know, kind of like not original designs and inspired by like either characters or moments in books. And I wanted to have something like that for like original designs and boutique put together. So I think, oh my God, what's the shop called? Rebel and Fleur, right? Rebel and Fleur. They have a couple that like, I think it says like to whatever end or like to the stars who listen. And they're just like knit sweaters that have like, it looks like, you know, just a regular sweater from like Hollister or something, but it has like a book bow on it. And I have all these ideas for like knit sweaters and just like fun, like just like boutique items that also incorporate bookish stuff, but I cannot find a provider for it. So until I can do that, but that's what I want to add to the shop. That's like my priority. Like I've been wanting this for so long. I'm going to figure it out. So
we're manifesting it for you.
Oh my God, yes. Love.
Even living in a hot state, I need a sweater. So
Why do I have so many sweaters in my closet? No idea. Because I can never wear them.
I feel that in my bones at this rate.
As you're
I
wearing
wear
a
them
sweater.
inside in the AC.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's what most people do. So it makes sense.
It's just my like happy little cozy place. I just don't wear them outside because it's too hot.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if I wore my
hot
sweater
weather,
outside, I would. Yes.
You live in Florida, and obviously you frequent Walt Disney World and Universal. Out of
Yes.
all 4 Disney parks and then Universal, which is your favorite to visit and why?
Disney hands down. Disney hands down. So I like Universal, but I did not grow up with it. So there is no nostalgic like connection for me. I didn't start liking roller coasters until I was in middle school. And even now, like, I'll go on them, but I'm very picky about it. And it has to be like a certain day that like I'm feeling at my best to where like I will go on, let's say like Velocicoaster or something. Like I need to be completely ready to go on it. Disney, I feel like I could just walk into the park and have a great time no matter what. Like there's just so many things you could do for so many different types of people. The magic there is unmatched. And like I said, that nostalgic connection, all of my favorite rides are there. And you can honestly just go to the park and vibe. Like Universal, I feel like if you're going to do that, you're kind of like strictly in Harry Potter world, which is always great. But like recently it's just been so crowded that for me, I just like, I don't know. I'm a Disney girly through and through. I like Universal, but Disney is my main.
I love hearing that. We're trying to plan like a family trip to Disney next year, and I'm so excited. So like out of the 4 parks, obviously like I'm biased to Magic Kingdom. I've been to Disney.
Oh, absolutely.
Same.
But like,
Yep.
is
Same.
that your favorite? We're biased to Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
Solid.
And it's so funny. All of my friends that live in Orlando, they all don't go to Magic Kingdom that much because it's kind of a bitch to like get through the parking and get into the park. Like,
Yeah.
I think for people that are visiting, like it's just part of the process. But if you're a local, like you see Epcot where you could just park and then walk up, and then you see Magic where you could park and then get on a monorail or a ferry and then blah blah blah. So like you're like, oh, Magic, and I'm like, like we have to be, oh yay, Magic, best park ever. But like,
I'm so excited.
it's so funny because anytime I'm in town, all of my friends are like, oh, I could finally go to Magic now because Allie's in town. I'm like, you bet.
We're definitely going. Please.
Like, you're being forced, so you don't really have a say in this. We're going to Magic.
We're going to Magic. We're going to have a great time. And if you're not, you're going to pretend you are. Don't ruin it for me.
Getting bestie, we're going to Magic.
I love that. I mean, we're in full-blown spooky season, so do you have a preference between Mickey's Not-So-Scary Halloween Party and Halloween Horror Nights?
Okay, so this one is going to come as a surprise because I literally just tooted Disney's horn for the past like 10 minutes. So we're going to backtrack and we're going to say Halloween Horror Nights. And it is because I've actually only been to Not So Scary once. My first time was last year. As much as I loved it, I think Disney has so much that they can improve on. It kind of was a shit show, to say the least. I don't know if it was my first time. I might have done it improperly. I don't know. Maybe I need to go with people that know what they're doing. But I feel like Halloween Horror Nights, you can just go and like let the night take you where it needs to take you. Like Disney, you have to have some sort of like plan to like get everything done. And then I actually just recently discovered that Halloween Horror Nights does like an annual pass. So I'm pretty sure I spent like $280 and I get to go any day I want for the whole entire season.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
such a steal.
Any day, Monday through Friday. Like there's no weekends, which is fine with me because I don't want to be in the crowds anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I can literally go whenever I want throughout the week, which is perfect.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I feel like I've been literally talking about Devil's Night this entire podcast. It gives me, this is my advertisement. I am a walking Devil's Night advertisement. It gives me Devil's Night vibes. So anytime I go, I feel like I'm living through the book. You guys need to read this series so you know what I'm talking about, okay?
It's coming up. I promise it's coming up.
Yes. Especially with spooky season. I'm like, that's the list.
Yes. And they're on Kindle Unlimited, which is like perfect.
Oh, okay, perfect. I love my Kindle.
Yeah, no, that should be season to be full of,
Okay,
right? I feel like anytime you say that, people are like, oh, all right, let's go.
Yep. Kindle Unlimited saves my life so much because, I mean, I love a physical book, but if it's on Kindle Unlimited, it's right there. Why not? It's right there.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm hoping after House of Flame and Shadow, we're moving on into it. I'm so excited.
Yes.
I got to get through this one first.
Yes. Which you should talk to Danielle because I think she is about to start reading it as well. So maybe you guys
Is she? Okay.
Ooh, buddy
Yeah,
read.
we definitely should do that.
She's finishing up the tandem read for Throne of Glass, which might take her a bit. But yeah, and then just like put me in the group chat and I can hear your guys' updates and that'll be great.
Always.
Relive it. We love to relive it.
Just be sitting there like, hee hee hee.
Yeah.
I know what's coming. So maniacal.
Love.
Speaking of Kindle Unlimited, I was telling Montana because I ended up downloading Throne of Glass. Like, I have the books, but I started reading it on my Kindle. And because it's all the books in one, Queen of Shadows, I'm only at 33% through, like, the entire series. What?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Ooh, that's kind of daunting.
It's like, I feel like I've just been reading, and then it's still like, 33%. I'm like,
I know, it's like, did I just not read anything? Like,
well, yeah, and I'm like halfway through the series. No, because I still have the tandem and Kingdom of Ash, so I'm like, okay, fuck my life.
fair, so fair. Yeah, you got this though.
I'm curious, what is your preferred reading method of Throne of Glass?
So, well, so I'm told this wrong, but like, you know what? We could do whatever we want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is just my preference. So this is not me telling anyone this is what you should do. My preference is Assassin's Blade first because it was written first.
Yep.
I know that it was published second, but it was written first. So do with that what you will. And like, it's the order of the story. Like,
that's how I feel.
I'm a chronological person. I just can't like read a book and then be like, oh, let me just go back to like the beginning really quick. Like I just it's like reading Prisoner of Azkaban before you read Sorcerer's Stone. Like it's just no, you know? Like it blows my mind. But I mean, there's some sort of romantic, like, I don't know. There's a reason for reading Assassin's Blade third. It's just not my preference. So
you can see it as sitting first out of all of these, and the series above it, it is also first. So yes, that is how we chose to read it as well, and I'm so happy that I did.
There we go. Yeah. I feel like, honestly, my reading experience would have been different if I did not start Assassin's Blade first.
Yeah.
Are you team?
And I know that's dramatic to say, but I'm like...
words. Team tandem or no then?
So the first time I read it, I did not read tandem. The second time I read it, I read tandem, and I liked it. I don't have a preference for either or, but I had a great time doing it both ways. I didn't think it changed the reading experience for me. So
good.
I have nothing bad to say about that. Yeah.
We just need Assassin's Blade first, people.
Yeah.
I did the tandem read and I absolutely loved it. I haven't done a reread yet. I have considered trying Assassin's Blade 3rd just to see what the hype is about and see what my preference is, but I truly think that I need it first.
Yeah.
And everyone says, like, if they read it third, they're like, oh, I didn't care about Sam. I was like, how do you not care about Sam? Because we die for Sam Cortland. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Literally for Sam Cortland.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with him.
He's one of the most underrated characters. Yeah. Yep.
He didn't get his
Love
justice.
him.
And I just feel like, yeah, if you read it third, you're missing that pivotal heartbreak. And you need it first. You've got to get through that to get through the rest of the series.
Well, some people say that, like, it makes it more impactful. But, like, for me, I am not the type of person that, like, picks up on every single Easter egg that's put, like, in books. So, like, people, yeah, like, all those hints you see in books, like, 1 through 3, it kind of, like, all comes to fruition. And I'm like, how do you remember all of these Easter eggs is my question. Like, there's so much going on in these books that, like, I'm sorry, I am not going to remember, like, all these random little things that she had mentioned. Like, it's just not going to happen.
And I feel like the Easter eggs of him being mentioned in the next 3 books, I wouldn't have even thought twice about Sam if I would have waited to meet him. But because I knew him and knew the heartbreak, I was like, oh, Sam, oh, Sam, oh, Sam. Like, then I knew.
Yeah.
Not the other way around. But
I totally agree. I totally agree. We are so passionate about this.
100%.
we are.
We are Sam Cortland girlies, and that is that. That's fine.
And I will die on that hill, and it is fine.
Yes.
I guess aside from, okay, now we're like going down a really deep rabbit hole, and I realize, man, this could get really hectic, but like favorite books, obviously current passion is Devil's Night, but like, and obviously SJM always. Favorite books and authors that one you want to like read for the rest of your life, or just are obsessed with that everyone should know about.
Off campus. That's all I gotta say.
Yes.
So they're actually my favorite books of all time. Even
there you go.
Yeah. Yes.
So even over SJM, over Devil's Night, Off Campus. Yep. My favorite books of all time. I'm literally a sports girly. So hockey, check. Boston, or New England in general, check. Hot hockey players, check. Like, what else could you ask? Yeah. And then the female characters are also great. So it's the recipe for perfection, in my opinion. I will never stop talking about those books, and I reread them 5 times a year, so that should tell you enough.
The commitment.
Yes. Do you prefer Off Campus over Briar U?
Equally, I would say. Yeah.
They're all just cohesive for you?
Yeah. Well, so funny enough, I actually don't vibe with the 4th book of each series. So, like, the goal of Off Campus, I never read it, and the Dare of Briar U, I never reread it. I just didn't connect with the couples or the storyline. I like them individually as like characters, but I didn't really vibe with the romance or the plot. So I just never reread them. But I still like collectively love them. I just don't ever pick them up.
That makes sense.
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah.
You're Wellesley. It's fine.
I love her.
Such a fantastic book. I need to go on to The Mistake. I just feel like I have been so swamped with everything else. I'm like, I need to sit down and just focus on these books back to back to back.
Well, the good thing about them is that they're like so easy to read, like there's like not much thought or like for fantasy, I feel like I have to like actually put my whole entire self into reading it, because like there's a lot of stuff that like is brought up in fantasy books, like world building and just like things that you have to like consciously remember in your head. Off Campus is like, it's kind of like people call them sometimes like filler reads, like they'll read them in between fantasy books. They're just so easy to digest. For me, they're my life. So I wouldn't say they're a filler read, but I understand why people say that.
It's like rewatching your favorite. Yeah, it's like rewatching your favorite rom-com, though. You just know everything that's going to happen, and you're just. I love it.
Yeah. No anxiety whatsoever. I know everything that's going to happen. There's a happy ending. No one's going to be in any life-threatening danger. It's great.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
Now I need to know favorite rom-coms. Hit me.
No, like a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, The Proposal.
Hands down.
Yeah, that movie is like gold. It's so good. Oh my gosh. And it was filmed in Massachusetts. I was literally today years old when I found that out. I have had Alaska on my bucket list for like 10 years now because I've always wanted to visit there because of this movie. And then someone told me, or I think it was TikTok, they were like, oh, filming locations in Massachusetts for the proposal. I'm like, lies. And I like looked it up. And I was like, oh my God, like, are you kidding me? So
It's like on a TikTok, lies.
Like your whole life has just been changed.
like threatened my entire like bucket list. Yeah.
Still go to Alaska, but now you can visit them when you're in Massachusetts, which is great.
Yeah, well, I did it this summer. Me, my mom, and my grandma.
Yay.
And then so my mom and grandma watched the movie on the plane ride there, and then also on the way back. And like the entire time, they're like pointing out in the flight, "We went there." I'm like,
Oh, actually, no. I remember that on your stories now because you had where the boat was and how they built the dock, and I remember seeing that now. And I was like, oh, I love that movie. She's running around with the dog.
Yeah. Yeah. That movie's so good. Oh my God.
The amount of times my mom and I will just like be Betty White around the fire.
Oh,
And
yes.
then my mom's just like, stop, chop down my balls. I'm like,
Yes.
yep.
God, let me see you get low. Oh my God. Oh, what a classic.
It's just so
The movie's
good.
a classic. It's a classic.
I will never get over that movie.
Same.
We totally just like got so off topic there.
It's good. It was worth it. It's on topic if it's worth it.
Yes, absolutely.
This is how our podcast goes.
Okay.
Oh, hi,
Hey, Jimbo. Look how pretty his eyes are.
I know. You are such a handsome boy. Oh my gosh.
He says, I
He's
know.
like, am I looking the right way? Is this my angle?
Is this my good side?
Every angle is your angle, Jimbo. I'm telling you, you look great. Well, we only have one more question. What are some of your goals? Like, I know you've kind of shared what you want to bring into your shop, but like, what are some of your goals just for your business and your shop as a whole?
So this is a good question. I would say for now, just like continue building the community aspect and staying transparent. I don't necessarily have like any like sort of, how would I say this? Like not business goals per se, of more like just like bringing new things to the shop continuously to where like it's not just like static stuff. Like there's always going to be something new coming to Bookish Dreamers. And then maybe get myself, sorry, there's like hair flying all over the place right now. Maybe get myself to the point where I'm in a good financial spot of like having this as my full-time job. But I think that kind of just comes with like me still learning the ropes of everything. Because one thing about owning a business is that you are in charge of everything. Like you're in charge of marketing, you're in charge of finances, you're in, like it's literally everything.
To the choir.
Yeah, we're both have been
So
business owners, and it is tough.
Yep.
To say that you're doing a fantastic job is like an understatement because you don't lead on to believe that like anything stresses you out, and I know that's not true. Like obviously we have stress, but you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When you said the comment about transparency, and I feel like that just reigns so true for you as a person and your shop, because it's like you will post everything and you're like, yep, guys, like this is how long this is gonna take. These orders are in. You can see me working. Like this is what you get, and I just feel like you're unapologetically you, and I love that.
Sometimes I feel like I overshare, but then like I remind myself that like sometimes, especially in this case, like oversharing is good, because then like there's at least one person that wants to hear this kind of stuff, you know? It might not be everyone, but there might be one person out there that's like, I need every single update because I'm so excited about this item, you know?
Yes.
So, yeah.
We are those people. We don't even have Devil's Night pajamas, and we are those people. So
all the updates.
Good, great.
Yes. Anytime
Just, like,
Bookish
would like
Dreamers
to
or
see
Dreamer with a book.
what
I'm
you're
like,
doing.
What do you post?
Yeah.
See.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I have post notifications for you turned on. So
Yes.
Oh my god, I love that.
And today,
we're waking up to them. It's great.
Oh yeah, duh, because literally
good day
I
for
like
me
3 hours.
because Bookish Dreamer merch comes for me today, and so happy day for
Oh.
me. I was bummed it's not here yet, but we usually get our mail in the afternoon. But it's out for delivery, and I got the notification this morning, so it's the best day ever.
Wait, what is it again? I forget.
I'm getting the I'm Just a Girl shirt. I got some bookmarks this time, and I got
Oh, I love that design.
I think I got another shirt too. I think I got the
You got the Dear Reader shirt.
Dear Reader shirt. Yes, I'm so excited.
I love you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about it a couple times, and I
Can't, like,
and I couldn't remember, but we've talked about it a couple times, and I ordered those two specifically because I'm working at my kids' school now, and I wanted like bookish merch that wasn't like in your face bookish merch, but was like kid friendly, and literally the Lizzie McGuire shirt is perfect for that. So I'm so excited to be able to wear it like at school.
It's so crazy you say that because I've actually had like a few teacher friends tell me the same exact thing of like they wear that to school. I'm like, oh
Yes.
my god, I'm so honored.
Yes. I
I
bought
love
it
it.
specifically for that. I was like, it is so cute, and my kids will love it, and yeah, I'm so excited. And it's out for
I love that Dear Reader one too for like school. That's perfect. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
I should start
There you
like
go.
advertising
new
that.
marketing
I was gonna
idea.
say, that's a great, yeah, like, clothes shopping for school.
Yeah. Oh my god, my brain is like,
Now you're going.
now I have all these ideas in my head.
Yes. Well, thank you, Allie, so much for being here. We had a fantastic time, literally talking all the things about the shop, about you, about books, about Disney, everything. We covered a lot of information, and it was so fun to like get to sit down and chat with you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy we finally got to do this.
It was so great. Hands down. Absolutely loved this. And if you guys didn't know, Allie's shop did just celebrate 3 years last month, I believe. So super exciting. And we are so excited to see what is to come in the next, forever of years for Bookish Dreamers.
Oh, you guys are so sweet. I love you both.
We love you.
We love you. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Thank you again to Allie at Bookish Dreamers. If you are not already, you need to go immediately and follow her on Instagram. Definitely check out her shop. She seriously has everything under the sun that is so cute and you need in your wardrobe and in your bookish life. And yeah, just go check her out and support our girl. We are so proud of her and can't wait to see what is to come for her shop.
Seriously, obsessed with her shop. My sweatshirt says dibs on the general, and it has a wing and it says Cass. It is from her shop. Great quality, just great selection overall. You do not want to miss out on this shop. But thank you guys so much just for joining us for yet another episode of the FanTEAsy podcast. If you would be so kind, please leave us a review, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things just to help us continue to grow our podcast. And we just appreciate every single one of you being here every week with us. But until then, we'll see y'all in the next one.
Bye.